Hey guys, so this is a little different than what I normally do on this page. Um, I am an avid fly fisher woman and I really like fly fishing, but occasionally on really windy days I'll spin cast. But I'm just kind of going through all my rods that I have because a lot of people have been asking me because I do fly tying and that kind of thing. So they just asked me what kind of rods I have. So we're going to start with my very first rod I ever got. Got this about 6.5 years ago. It is a Maxon Versa. It is a reversible fly rod spin rod, which is really kind of neat. I named her Uno, as in Uno reverse, because it is reversible. She was all white, but I decided to change, add some teals onto the black here just so I don't get it mixed up with my husband's. And it is a 4-5 weight fly or a 2 to 8 pound test spin caster. Now she is about 8 feet long, roughly. I think she's 8 feet long. She might be a little longer than that. Yeah, so she's a 7.8 5-piece rod, and I absolutely love her. She's my very first one. I would never say no to her, so I take her everywhere with me just because I can use her in any weather. Good weather for spin casting, bad weather for spin casting. When it's really nice, I'll use her for fly casting. So that is Uno, and then we'll go on to the next one here in just a sec. This is my TFO. My husband gave me this one because we both have, again, the same TFO, and as well as one of our friends has the same one. This one is a TFO Pro 2. It is a 5-weight 9-foot 4-piece, and again, I also use my sage reel. That's the very first thing I ever bought for myself, was my sage reel. And I use this pretty much all the time. This is my favorite rod of all time, up until literally last week, but I will always take him out. I know it's a TFO, but for some reason I always called it Rio, so I've named it Rio. I'm not entirely sure why, I just like the name. So this is Rio, and is my favorite rod. I absolutely love it. So that is Rio. This rod is Tiffany. Now I named her because she is a very beautiful Tiffany glass blue. And this is my creek rod. This is the very first rod and reel that I bought together for myself. So I bought myself the Echo Glass 6.9 foot 3-weight 3-piece system, along with the Lamson's Creek reel with 3-weight line on it. That's Lamson liquid reel, and this system is really nice. I really love fishing with Tiffany here. She is fantastic for small creeks and like small ponds with tiny fish in it. So I wouldn't go fishing anything huge with this because she is a glass rod. So, and she's probably caught, I don't even know. I don't think I can count quite that high of little mini brook trouts out of this little stream that we go to. So that is Tiffany, and she is my gorgeous girl, and I absolutely love her. So there is Tiffany. Next up is Sassy Patty. Now, I fell in love with this rod, not because it's magenta or anything. It was just kind of a spur of the moment thing. I thought it was really neat, and I wanted to try a different rod other than my reel. So I decided to go with this one. It's a Max Catch Elegant 9-foot 5-weight 4-piece. Now, I named her Sassy Patty because I was out fishing with a bunch of guys and everybody was catching things. I wasn't really catching much on the one rod, so I switched to her and she was catching fish left, right, and center. And then my husband decided, I want to try this just for fun. And I thought it was hilarious, him playing with this magenta pink bright fly rod with bright pink line, with all these guys laughing their butts off at him. And he caught a pretty decent sized fish, but he lost it right at the boat. And that's why I named her Sassy Patty, because I was just like, that's my girl. She's sassy. She won't let no boy ever reel in a fish all the way. She'll always lose it. But for me, she just keeps on going. I end up out fishing them that day and got the largest fish of the day. So that's where Sassy Patty came in. So this is my girl, Sassy Patty, and I absolutely love her. And these are the 2 reels that I use on her. This is my new reel set. It's a 3-system set. And then this one, again, is my Sage reel that goes with absolutely everything. And they're all 5, 6 weights. Now, I know it's a 5-weight rod, but I do use 6-weight line on it because it just casts a whole lot smoother. So that is my girl, Sassy Patty. This is another creek rod, but this is my travel creek rod. So it's much smaller than Tiffany. This one here, his name is Winston. And it is a Cruiser 2-weight 7-foot 6-piece. And I don't have a reel for him. It unfortunately it fell off and dropped in a creek, and no idea. I haven't been able to find it in 2 years. So I have to get another reel for him. But I've only taken him out twice and he catches a lot of fish. I absolutely love it, especially for traveling when we go take like cruises on our motorcycle. And it's just so easy to carry. Just pop it in and take off. We don't need to take much. Everything all fits into one little bundle here. And super easy to put together, lightweight. I absolutely love using Winston. I do like Tiffany a tiny bit more, but for travel purposes, you can't go wrong with this little guy here. So that is Winston. This girl here is my favorite travel rod. She is always attached to my little travel bag. Even if I take 5 other rods, I'll always take her with me just in case. She is amazing. I absolutely love her. She ranks right up there with my TFO Rio. This is Trusty Trudy, and I can't get enough of this rod. It is a max catch rod. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them almost anywhere. It is a Sensing Traveler 6-weight 9-foot 7-piece. Now I don't use a 6-weight on her. I use a 5-weight. It's kind of weird because on the one I use the 5-weight, I use a 6-weight, 6-weight, 5-weight. You can transfer them back and forth. It's just I don't have the power to throw a 6-weight for some reason on a 6-weight rod, so I throw a 5-weight and it goes out really far. I can go 60 feet with this. If I was to do another one, I might get 40. But this is my girl Trudy. Absolutely love her. She's an absolute doll, and honestly the color is pretty too. It's kind of a tealy, kind of dark green, and it matches again my favorite reel, my Sage. So I use my Sage reel on literally 5 rods. So that is Trusty Trudy, my travel rod. Now this has got to be the prettiest rod I own. I just bought her about a week and a half ago. She's only been out once, has not caught anything because it was a really horrible day, and the pond that we went to had literally nothing going on. Nobody. 3 hours, 3 people, nobody caught anything, not even a bite. So I can't judge her on that. She is stunning. Now she is a Redington Vice 9-foot 5-weight 4-piece. She is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, She is an ombre. She goes from this gorgeous magenta all the way to this beautiful blue, to like azure blue, don't even know. So through the purples, everything. I love her. She's so beautiful. She kind of reminds me like a Miami Vice kind of thing on those really cool boats like that. And again, I'm using my brand new 3-system Lamson Remix reel system. So there's 3 reels, or 3 bases that go inside, or 3 centers that go inside this base. This is Victoria, because she is so beautiful, very regal, she's amazing. She's so light, and honestly, it was love at first sight. I could not help myself. I had to. It was back ordered. Had to back order under my husband's name. And then when it came in, he was very confused. So I just went down there and got it and then brought her home. And he was like, that makes sense. It's a total girl's rod. And oh my goodness, it's a breeze to cast. Honestly, she is absolutely beautiful. My #1 favorite, and she's my best kept secret to date. So it's a toss-up between Victoria here and Rio. I think they're both pretty up a toss-up. And of course Patty, my little sassy Patty. But yeah, so there are my rods. I do have one more rod. It is not one I really like. I've tried casting it and I don't like the 2-handed system. I don't like it. It's just not my thing. So, but I will show that one in another video, because honestly, I don't know where it is. It doesn't have a name. I've only cast it 3 or 4 times, never into the water, so can't judge it. But I do have one, and I will show you the reels here. I don't have very many, but I'll show you the reels I have in just a moment. But there is my gorgeous Victoria, the most beautiful rod I have ever seen in my life. Okay, so these are my reels. I have my spin cast reels, and I have my regular fly reels. So when I was first learning how to fly cast is when my husband bought me Uno, which is my reversible, and I had just a crummy black spin reel because I didn't know how to fly cast. And then he taught me how to do fly fishing, and that's when we started using this little guy here. So this was on loan for about 2, maybe 3 years until I could get my own reel. And then I won this in the meantime, between times. So that little black junky one went bye-bye, and I got this one here. Beautiful. Still use this. This one I used on everything. I used it on my TFO, which I had named Rio. I've used this on Sassy Patty. I've used it with a couple of the other ones. My husband still uses it, but now this is my husband's since I have my own reels, so it's not really part of this lineup, so I'm gonna go bye-bye, set it aside. So then I bought that. I bought my Sage Spectrum, words work, LT. I love it. I love the color. I fell in love with the color. I had to have it, so I bought it direct, and I've been using it ever since. It works with every single one of my rods that I have, except for obviously the 2 creek rods. It's not going to be used on those. Then when we got married, actually first I won a contest and I got this, which is for Uno only, so got that. Then we got married and we used these ones along with our travel rods. We bought both at the same time and we used them on our wedding table, and then after that we actually use them. I only use this reel on my travel reel, or my travel rod. It's the only one I use it on, because it's the only one that really fits and looks good and works well. I do use this also on my travel reel, or travel rod rather. So these 2 stick to my travel rod. This one's travel rod only. This one's for everything. So absolutely beautiful. And then I bought my very first rod and reel set all by myself. So I bought my creek rod, which is Tiffany, the blue one. And I bought this Lamson liquid, and they work so good together, absolutely perfectly. And then we got a Travel Creek rod, which works well with this as well. I am probably going to get another Creek reel just so they have their own separate ones, just because this one, it doesn't quite work with it because it's a 3-weight and it's on a 2-weight rod, so it's not the best. So I'm going to find another one that's a little bit smaller for it. And then I bought Sassy Patty, which came with this. It looks cute. It's really cute. I don't like it. It's stuck. It does not spin. I can't make it move. It's just pretty. So it's literally a paperweight. And it came with this really cool pink line on there, which, in lack of better terms, terrible. It's absolute crap, the line. It's just really pretty and looked really cool with the rod. And then I bought, or my husband bought that for Christmas, which this one's being retired. This is now goes to Uno because it all matches. It's all white and teal and it looks beautiful together. I love it. And then I bought this one. I bought this beautiful system. It comes with a reel and 3 spools. It's a Lamson Remix. So this one has this crappy line on it, which I'm changing out real soon, and has 2 more spools. This is going to have another regular spool or regular line. This one's going to have a sync line. So that is all my rods and reels. This reel looks fantastic with Victoria, the one that has multicolors on it. But there you have it. All my rods are hanging out down here, and all my reels are there, and my 2 spin reels. I hope you all like everything, and hopefully my next video will be something a little more crafty and not so fishy. Talk to y'all later. Enjoy your evening. Talk to you later. Bye.